All right. And then clap when you say 3.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Got it.
Oh, wow. That was really off on mine.
Was it really?
That's okay. Yeah.
Like, it was perfect for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
There you go. That's our intro for the video. Thank you for joining us at the table computer. I don't know. Hi, Doolan. Can you see me? Hey, Doolan's here.
I can see you.
Table Knots is here. We want to start we're interacting together through the power of the internet. I miss actually being able to record with you and playing games, but we do need to do some more remote stuff soon. But for now, we've got a monthly series that we want to bring to your attention and show off, and this is just going to be us running through the Kickstarters that we are backing that month. So for this video,
our dangerous addictions on full
yes.
display.
Yes. For this video, we are going to be covering the month of February and games that we have backed or will be backing in the month of February. Today is February 8th. This video should be coming up February 9th. And doing so because a couple of these end, I think, tomorrow or the following day, very soon.
It's Thursday. Thursday for mine.
All right, so it gives you a little notice to check the description, follow the links, and back these games if they interest you. Now, we're starting off with me. This is the game that I have already backed. In fact, I've backed at 3 copies. One for me, one for a friend who will pay me back, and then one is a gift for a family that I think will love it. This is coraQuest. Now, coraQuest has been very popular the past week or so since it launched, really. It's had a lot of buzz around it, rightfully so. But if you do not know what coraQuest is a kind of a younger dungeon crawl, basically. It was made by a father-daughter duo, Dan and Cora Hughes. This was their homeschool lockdown project, and basically they started playing it and they were like, it's pretty good. Like, this is good. So let's show it off. They have a bunch of really amazing videos discussing it, interviews on YouTube. I highly recommend you check those out if the game interests you. But essentially, it's a customizable dungeon crawler for the whole family. They've got a web-based app where you can have your children draw a picture, upload it as a PDF, and it like perfectly fits a character screen that they've got for your character creation. You can also create villains, and you can create missions and quests. Like, it's very customizable. I'm super excited to try this one out. It just went up another $1,000 as we're sitting here right now. It's already hit its goal. It's got 10 days left, and it's already hit 100,000 out of its 16,000 goal. But if you have a family, or if you think creating things, because like I said, it's so customizable, you can create quests, I imagine at least, that are difficult and not necessarily like for a children group or for a family, because it's so customizable. So if that interests you in any way, shape, or form, I implore you to check it out. You can see here the art is all done by children. They've outsourced art. Yes, it's awesome. They've outsourced art from lots of different people in the community. You can see that down here in the stretch goals, they've had like I believe, I don't want to be wrong. Let me find it real quick. Now I'm going to be too long past the stretch goals, but I know some of the stretch goals were like Alex from Board Game Co. and his daughter Ricky were making a quest, and I think they've got Ian O'Toole, who's a very prominent artist in the industry, and his daughter also making stuff. So it's just outsourcing stuff from the community. I know one of their last updates was that they want, I think the girl's name is Sword Girl, I could be wrong, they want Sword Girl to have a wheelchair to be more accessible for some children that may have a wheelchair, to have a character in the game to embody that. And so they've outsourced that art, basically. They sent out a pledge manager thing. It was just like, hey, send us your art that your children have drawn for Sword Girl. And like, that's super cool to me, just outsourcing it to people in the community that have created it. You can also try it before you buy. They've got a print and play. You can play on Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia. Just super cool all around. This is a game that hit all the right buttons for me. I messaged my friend Sean about it, who has a large family, and I was like, I think you'll be interested in this. He was like, all right, let me check it out. And like literally 30 seconds later, he was like, I saw it was made by a father-daughter. Just back it for me. I'm in. Like, he didn't even look. He was just all about it. So coming up next, Doolan, you've got one. I hit the wrong button. I'm still hitting. What did I thought it was Control Tab. Was it Shift Tab? Hello? What am I? Oh, there. It was Control Tab. Okay. We got there. This is your game.
Yeah,
and
Dodo.
I don't know anything about it, so tell me about it.
So for a while I was calling it Dodo Rescue, but that is not right. Rescue is not spelled R-E-S-Q-E-E or Q-U-E. So I'm guessing it's Dodo Resque. But it's Dodo Resque Jungle Fever 2021 edition. And this game, some of you have probably already played before. It's a game that has already hit shelves before. But I've missed out on it. This was all new to me. And I really like Jurassic themed games, and I love dodos. I've played Ark Survival Evolved a lot, and dodos are like the first thing you tame. And these miniatures you get with Max has them on the page right now. You get a bunch of dodo miniatures with the game, and it's
they look super cute.
Yeah, I will paint them. I have to paint them. But anyway, this game is all about you competing to create the cutest nest on an island. And you have to do so by going out and completing these adventures, which have really cute, flavor text and all of these different things. But essentially you're going out and you're completing these adventures, getting these things to complete your nest, while also trying to avoid getting hurt, because a lot of the things that you need to get your nest are from predators, because everything is a predator when you're a dodo. And so, I think if you keep scrolling,
I feel that.
one of the things that they said that, it was like a sample adventure was you're going after ape's hair, and you'll see it. And so, you have to find a way to, creep up on this ape and take its fur and escape without getting injured. And it's a card game. I just thought, very cute artwork. There's a bunch of other things I like about this game, considering that, the company has really tried to be as eco-friendly as possible, which is really neat. They've said, and what completely sold me on it by the end, I was like, I really want this game. And then they said that because they said, the game uses a lot of paper, for every product they sell, they donate to, onetreeplanted.org. And so they plant a tree for every single product you buy, which is pretty neat. You can buy this. It's only $26, I think. I think it's 21 euros, so I think I paid around $26. And because of this game already being a thing and already having a lot of its products already made, they've said that they're pretty much fully on track to ship when they say they are.
That's
which I believe
great for Kickstarter.
Yeah, right? I think it said October or November.
November 2021.
Okay, so November 2021, you're almost guaranteed to get what you're backing. And
a first on the platform.
Yeah. But I'm really excited to try this. I would say that as soon as we get it, we'll probably try to play it on the channel too. So,
yeah, absolutely. Okay.
All right, Max. What do you have next up for us?
Moving on to the next one. I've got Moon Adventure, In a Grove, and Doko Jong. And these are 3 new games to the largely popular publisher Oink Games. Unsurprisingly, they've already hit their pledge goal by 1,000%. This is going to be 3 new games, as I hold up the number 2. 3 new games for Oink Games, which are, if you don't know who Oink Games are, they're basically trying to be at the forefront of new mechanics and new art and minimalistic. Basically, they try and fit. Their games are tiny. I have one over there.
They're all
on the
the
shelf.
same size
I could
box.
go grab it. They're literally this is not the game box at all. This is a cell phone stand. But this is kind of the size of an Oink game box. Very, very small, and it packs a lot of punch. With that being said, I've only ever played one Oink game, and it was online. It wasn't even the physical version. But I did buy it immediately after playing it, and there are a few that I'm looking at. That was Fake Artist Goes to New York.
Oh, yeah.
But there are a few others, specifically like Startups and Insider, that I'm really interested in. Which leads me to my next point of why I think this Kickstarter is awesome. Not only is it great if you're interested in these 3 new games, but a lot of people know that Oink Games are not the easiest to get a hold of. They've recently started producing games in Europe, I believe, so it's not as hard to get a hold of them as it was when they were just developing them in Japan. But with this Kickstarter, you can essentially add on any game that you want as an add-on. So
wow.
These 3 are the ones that are being kickstarted, but by buying the game, you can add on other Oink games and just a little more for shipping. That makes it a very easy way to get a hold of them, essentially, for the ones that aren't super readily available in the States. Obviously, like Fake Artist and Insider are pretty readily available, but some of the more niche ones, I don't know how you say that, aren't as thank you, aren't as available in the States, and this makes it to where you can get them for a reasonable price. So I have not backed this one yet. I've already backed coraQuest. I've not backed this yet, but I don't see how I make it past the 18 days left on this on this Kickstarter without actually backing it. I am very confident that I will be backing this in the near future. So if you're interested in small box minimalistic components, Oink Games, check this out and see if those 3 interest you, and see if they do or do not. Maybe you can still get some other ones that are harder to get a hold of for a good price. So.
I will say too, it'll be 16 days by the time you're watching this. I forgot to say it, but Dodo-Resk is like the one game that I need to be like, hey, if you want this, you need to back it now. Because Thursday, so 2 days from now, when you're watching this, it will be gone. You won't be able to get, like, it'll come.
66 hours to go.
Yeah, you'll be able to buy this, but the miniatures are Kickstarter only. So, and I think only.
That's what I was about to touch on. It's interesting because their goal is only $600. They've already reached their goal. There's only 34 people backing this game right now. And I don't know anything about it. You brought it to the table, so I don't know if this game's supposed to be good or not, but get in on something that not a lot of other people are getting in on, I guess.
I'm excited. I'm gonna have Dodo miniatures that only 33 other people are gonna have. So.
you are. All right.
Anyway,
that's enough for me touching on the Oink Games as well. Again, all these links are gonna be in the description. If this interests you, please check it out. You probably know about this already, just as you did coraQuest. Mine are not groundbreakingly interesting with only 34 people backing them, but they're what's interesting me this month. On to the next one for you, Doolan. You have Post-Human Saga.
Yeah, and I want to clarify that this is mainly for the Journey Home expansion. The original game has already come out. This is kind of a second edition, though, because they've improved upon the original game in a lot of ways. I have not played the first one. However, I did watch a couple of people play through this game. In this version, they have a bunch of new quests that you draft from, and you kind of you can hate draft. Obviously, is something that's going to allow player interaction. But I watched even Board Game Co. If you watch their videos, Alex talked about how this game he's not played, but based off of just the overwhelming support of people who are have played the old version and this version, how it's just vastly improved, that this is worth it. And just because of what I've read about it, it reminds me like they're trying to almost be like Dead of Winter, which is like one of the first games that I really got into when I started to do my deep dive into board games. They have like obviously the post-apocalyptic idea going for it, but even the artwork reminds me of it. And then also the quests, you do a lot of role-playing in, which if you've ever played Dead of Winter, there's a lot of randomness with those cards that you can pull, and there's a lot that they've added to this version. And then also what you're showing right there probably shows you why it immediately piqued my interest, which is the miniatures that it comes with.
Yep.
And
just make a game with miniatures, and Doolan will back it.
Yeah, I mean, Dodo-Resk is like a very obvious example of that.
It's got Dodo miniatures.
I'm a sucker.
It's in my cart.
Yeah. I can't help myself.
I don't know much about this game, but I have heard kind of the same thing that you said from the people that I know that have played it. I've heard nothing but positive things about it. Again, I don't know a lot about it, but heard it's quite good.
Yeah, I tried to reach out on Reddit to some people just to see if, what is it about this game that is causing it not to get a lot of attention, and most people have said the same thing, which is, I have no idea, this game looks interesting, or they're a person who's played it that says, I have no idea, this game is amazing. So obviously I don't know, I really wanted to try it. It's up to 4 players, I believe. But there's
I just want to know about this guy that looks like a gorilla with a horn on his head. He looks incredible.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know anything about this, but he looks so cool.
And I appreciate that they did the post-apocalyptic thing minus zombies, because I have enough zombie games, but
Sure.
there's just mutants.
Well, like that's gonna haunt my nightmares. What is this Mary Jane doll?
Oh yeah, I'm actually horrified of actual like
Dolls?
like dolls and stuff. So that one will be one that I probably leave in the box
Until you notice it on your shelf one day.
I'm actually going to back the Scout level, which gets me the base game and the new expansion that adds a lot of content. But if you're a person who backed the original game, it's actually a lot cheaper just to get the new expansion.
Moving on to the next one. Oops, looks like we couldn't find any results. That's because this is Bandata, which I believe comes out tomorrow, the day this video goes live, I think.
Oh, so if you guys look up this, it probably won't say oops. It'll say whatever it is.
Maybe. I might be wrong. I feel like he said the 9th, but I could be mistaken. It might be the 11th or something. Either way, coming soon is Bandata, which if you've watched this channel or followed this channel, we actually just uploaded our review for, and both of us are extremely interested in backing this game.
Yes.
We can, go watch the review for our real awesome thoughts about this game, but spoiler alert, we both like it. It's only going to be $15. The one caveat to this Bandata Kickstarter is, unfortunately, it is only available in the United States. He's basically said that if it succeeds, he intends to do another one that has different places that it can be shipped to. But as it stands, Bandata can only be shipped to the U.S., which is unfortunate for sure, but understandable. First Kickstarter, don't want to dive in too hard. So I get it. We fully recommend the game. I'll let Doolan tell you his thoughts about it real quick, because I know he's backing it for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely backing it. I enjoyed especially the solo mode. I played through just about every single one of the campaign missions, but ever since I gave it back to you to finish up the review, I've badly wanted to play it again, which is saying something, because I'm not normally a person.
I'll give it back to you.
I'm not normally a person who really likes solo modes, though.
Right.
And this game, I mean, I can't say that I didn't really, really enjoy it, because I sat down and in prep for my review played it for almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
I was just upstairs playing, and
I agree with you. Really, I'm not big into solo games either, but I think that this one does it so well because it's not a commitment, right? Like,
yeah.
You sit down and set up Kingdom Death Monster for a solo game. If my daughter woke up, or if I had to go somewhere, or if I just didn't feel like playing after I set it up, that's a commitment to get it back in its box, to put it up, and to play it. I know for sure I'm spending a minimum of an hour, if not 2, 3, 4 hours. Whereas with Bandata, you open up the box, you flip it over, and all the components fall out, and you just go, this pile, this pile, this pile, okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
and you play a game, 15 minutes has passed, if that. Solo's even quicker typically. And then you can either put it away, or you can move on to another one or retry it. It's not a commitment that you have to really say, do I really want to play a solo game tonight that's going to take all night? You just are like, you have time in between a Zoom meeting, throw it on the table. Who knows? I don't know. That's why I think I liked it so much, because it's so easy to set up and get to the table.
I'm really glad you said that, and I think that this could be like a whole separate Table of Thoughts idea, but I think that's why I like this solo mode too, because it's the same reason why I don't sit down and play a video game by myself for 3 or 4 hours anymore. But I will get suckered into playing accidentally 3 or 4 hours of Rocket League by myself because of that exact same reason, where I could just jump in and it's only lasts like 5 minutes and then it's over, but I still will just
games that give you the out after a little bit, whether you take the out or not, are more appealing, because in your head you're like, I can quit at any time. Even if you don't, even if you play the full 4 hours, it's psychological. You just know that it's not a commitment, even if you do commit all night to it. I think that's why I liked Bandata so much. We're pretty high on the game. It does have its faults, though. Again, check out our review for a little bit more in depth on why we liked it and why we didn't like certain aspects of it. But overall, we both thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's very much worthy of a $15 back.
Absolutely.
All right.
Cheapest Kickstarter I was ever.
Yeah,
I've
no
ever
kidding.
seen.
No kidding. I think this is your final one. I don't think I have any more left. So let's see.
No, that's it.
Oh, no, that's it. That's it. Well, that's the
That was
video.
all. I do have
coraQuest,
one,
no.
but I'm saving it for March because it technically doesn't start until March 2nd.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting until next month, and we'll.
Yeah,
you'll
we'd
hear
love this
my
to be
thoughts on the
a
game.
monthly ordeal where we tell you what we're interested in, and basically we try and read the comments without also opening up our wallet more as you show us links to what you're backing. Is kind of what we're hoping for, because we don't want to, but we're very easily convinced.
Oh, 1,000%.
So.
Especially if there's miniatures.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
can just
send
name
him
the
anything
Kickstarter
All right, it's done.
miniatures, and I'll be like,
He
I'm
is
backing.
going to have to sell his home to back all these games just in the month of February. All right. Well, that's it for us. We're going to run through them one more time. We've got coraQuest, Dodo-Resk, Jungle Fever, Mood Adventure, Intergrove, and Dokojong by Oink Games, and Posthuman Saga and Bandata by Runaman Games. Those are our 5. I think that was 5 Kickstarters that we're backing in the month of February. Let us know if you enjoyed, and if you'd like to see it in March. We're probably going to do it either way, but just let us know. And also just let us know down in the comments if we convinced you to back anything, or if you want to convince us to back anything, send it our way. We're always interested.
Maybe
Alrighty.
it'll be in our March video.
Maybe. This is our February Kickstarter video. Thanks for hanging out with us while we just talk through and see each other remotely. Doolan, it was good to see you and good to interact. We need to play some games here soon.
Absolutely. Please,
Alrighty.
please play with me.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.